So recently, I said that I'd watched what had to have been the most emotional Disney short film, and that was Pluto in Linda Paw. It involved a kitten. And then, in my attempt to watch every single Academy Award Best Animated Short nominee, I discovered 3 Orphan Kittens, which actually won the 1935 Oscar for Best Cartoon Short. And by far this trumps Linda Paw in terms of emotions. It's pretty heartbreaking and it was hard to get through, but it's pretty sweet. However, I don't think it should have won. I will discuss at the end the other 2 nominees and which one I think should have won that year. But this was released in 1935, directed by David Hand, produced, of course, by Walt Disney, with music by Frank Churchill. And this is set on a really cold night. It's snowing, it's freezing. There are 3 little kittens, as you can imagine. And they seem to have been left just by this house, and they sneak their way into this house. And there is at least a human there. There will be a spoiler in this. I'm going to spoil how it concludes because I feel like it's important for where my thoughts were at the end of this. But if you want to watch it beforehand, it's only 9 minutes. It won't take too long. And there is a human in this house. There is a housekeeper. Wikipedia describes her as the African-American housekeeper. We only ever see, like, her socks, and that's about it. She does actually have a relatively important part to play in it, but I also think she's deaf. And that's because the kittens, once in the house, cause absolute havoc. They're playing the piano, they're messing everything up, making a load of noise and chaos. And this housekeeper just doesn't seem to notice. So either it's a huge house, and she's at the other side of it, but it didn't look that big from the outside, or I'm supposed to just suspend disbelief and accept the fact that maybe she heard but was busy. The kittens obviously have a lot of fun causing chaos, and that's the bulk of the short. It's mostly watching these 3 adorable little kittens, one of whom is definitely a predecessor to Figaro, having fun, playing the piano, messing everything up. And then we think that something is about to happen. The kittens are about to meet their fate and be chucked out into the cold. And I thought, Disney, you've gone too far. I can't. If you do that, I'm done with you. I mean, that's a massive exaggeration. I could never be done with Disney. But it would have been a step too far. But something happens. I won't say what. I won't spoil the exact kind of finale. But I will say it's very sweet. And I'm relieved. Very relieved with that. Did I like it? Yes. I did. It's not my favourite. I didn't like the beginning. And I kind of liked the end, but not what came just before it. But watching the kittens making a mess was a lot of fun. They are adorable. I love Disney cats. As an installment in the Silly Symphony series, it kind of feels out of place. And I don't know why. I feel like maybe the music doesn't feel like music in the rest of the Silly Symphonies. But it's still good, still enjoyable. Definitely check it out. Just be warned, it does get a little emotional. With regards to the win for the Oscars, no, I think it should have come second. If, the Oscars did, runner-ups. The other 2 were The Calico Dragon, which is a harmonising film produced for MGM, and Who Killed Cock Robin, which is another Disney Silly Symphony. I think Who Killed Cock Robin should have won. It is amazing. The soundtrack, its music, beautiful, animation, fabulous. 3 Orphan Kittens, not so much, but I'm sure somebody had a reason why it won. At the end of the day, it's not bad at all.